Hey folks, today is April the 15th. It's currently 7:09 in the afternoon. We're going to look at doing our Promax Gold EA week number 9 update for the trailing stop settings. If you guys recall, last week we earned 0.75%. The week before that we earned 1.56%. And the week before that, 1.52%. Let's go ahead and jump into the MyFX book link and see exactly how we did this week. All right, so as we can see here, we're definitely pointing in the right direction. Hopefully we can make up some of this hefty loss that we took near the beginning of March. At present, we are up 69.87%. And this week we earned 1.61% or $134.69. And for the month of April, we are now up 2.72%. So little by little, we'll claw our way out of this hole we're currently in so that we can start making some new higher highs. And I will say that I know some of you guys that were using the previous settings, some of you are already back into profit. So that's definitely phenomenal. I'll definitely go ahead and just put that out there. So right now, I know we took a loss with the trailing stop settings, and the thing about these settings is that they tend to give us smaller returns. And we'll definitely make sure we take a look at Khalid's account because he has the previous settings here and the trailing stop settings here. So we'll be able to kind of compare, get an idea of the returns from each of them, as well as Alex's returns here. He sent his live account MyFX books, so we'll also take a look at that. He's been posting pretty regularly and been doing extremely well with both Agimat and Promax here. So anyway, let's go ahead now and jump into the VPS. So as we can see here, no trades open going into the weekend, which is always a good thing. We can check account history. First day of the week is the 11th. And it looks like we only had one losing trade this week. And that actually closed out as a group, 2-trade group. And as you can see, this $47.25 trade kept us in profit on that. All the rest were winners. And I believe that is the only group trade that we had this week. Yep, the rest of them were just straight wins. So hopefully going into next week, we can continue this nice winning streak and hopefully get back into an area where we're making some higher highs in the account here. All right, let's go ahead and see how the vendor did. We can check out both of his accounts. I believe the small one's not updating for one reason or the other. As we can see here, it's a $1,000 account. And it looks like he actually might have gone ahead and shut this one down. Let's go ahead and check out history. All right, so he withdrew the $1,664. So that's why this one has been updating. So I'm going to look at, won't be checking that one anymore, but we will continue to check this larger account, $153,368. And as we can see here, this account did 2.84% or $4,233. And we can check this out here. April, he's up 7.92%. Definitely on the way to kind of making back what he lost in the month of February and April here. Looks like he's already made back what he lost in January. It was only 6.22%. He's already up over 7.92% for the month of April. So hopefully the next few weeks and going into next month, he can start making back some of what he lost here. But obviously overall, he's still up significantly, 62.04%. Just waiting now on being able to make some new higher highs in the account. All right, let us now come back over here. We'll take a look at Alex's live account. And as we can see, Alex this week earned 1.49%. This is a live $2,000 account. So that is $29.72. And for the month of April, he is now up 7.04%. So doing extremely well. All right, let's keep on going here. Khalid. This first account here is the original settings. And we can see this account is up 206%. And it looks like 8.80% is what he is now up in this account for the week. So extremely well done. And for the month of April, 16.75%. So like I said, some of you guys did take some losses. I believe it was either in February or March, one of the two. Obviously, we're not seeing that in this account. There was a move, strong move in one direction or the other. Don't recall which way it was. Some people were able to skip out on that, and they actually did extremely well in that period, but others got hit really hard. But like I said, a lot of those people that got hit hard, because they're using these settings, they've been able to make back the losses that they took. All right, let's check out the trailing stop settings here. All right, so as we can see this week, 2.49%. So definitely a lot less than what the original settings were earning. And with the trailing stop settings, like myself, he did take that hit in March. I believe I took a 30% hit, or around 30% hit in March, and he took a 25.57% hit. He's earned back about 4.84% of it. So it's going to take a bit longer from what I can see here with the trailing stop to make back these losses, just because, like I said, the original settings do tend to bring in a higher profit on a weekly basis here. All right, let's check out Tintin's account. All right, so looks like this week Tintin made 18.40%. And we have to remember that he's using some very high risk settings. He wanted to kind of make back the trades that he or that losing streak that he had hit with the Promax that a lot of people got caught in. And it was quite a few trades that hit. Let me see if they're still here in the history. Well, I'm not going to go back. I believe it was sometime in March, because it looks like he was actually able to make back and then some. All right, so it's in there somewhere. But there was a period where in March, you can see here from 3.23% down to minus 28.53%. We can just look at this. Excuse me. But you can see with the higher risk settings that he's using, from negative 27.48%, he was able to come all the way back up to 166% in a period of time of about a month and a half. And that's just phenomenal. And I actually did send him an email today after I saw the results that he was getting, asking to get a screenshot of the settings that he's using. I know he's using the 1 minute time frame, I believe, but I want to definitely look at testing out what he's doing here, you know, after we finish up with the trailing stop settings. And I'll probably do the trailing stop settings at least 10 weeks. And I believe, where are we at here? All right, so we're on week number 9. So that means I'll probably do one more week of the trailing stop settings. And if he does send me the settings that he's using, obviously I'll go ahead and make sure that I have everything set up correctly. And then I'll go ahead and maybe do a test with his as well, because I know a lot of people have been asking about them. All right, definitely impressive results. Let's go ahead now, take a look and see what you guys had to say on last week's video. All right. Just hit the 200% growth mark since using Victor's original settings beginning last October. Very nice indeed. Like I said, a lot of people that were using the original settings have been doing extremely well, even after taking that loss back in February or March. All right, how many hours should we run the EA and which time period is best? At present, I'm currently letting the EA run continuously. I don't actually stop it at all. Or basically what you can do is you can shoot me an email and I can send you a screenshot of the exact settings that I am using. That's probably the best way to do it. But basically, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I'll send you a screenshot of what I'm using instead of trying to explain what I'm doing here, because I can't remember specifically. I believe I'm letting the EA run 24 hours a day, but I'm just kind of running through it in my head. I know there was a set of settings where I had a different time period running. So yeah, just shoot me an email and I'll get you what I'm using at present. And I believe they recommend the 5-minute time frame in the manual, and that's currently what we're using here, or what I'm using here. All right, I've started using Promax in 2 live accounts using low lot sizes, and it's pretty consistent with profits. Looking at bumping up the lot size soon. What lot size do you start on, or do you set money management to true? Pretty sure my money management is set to true. And let's see what else we have down here. All right, gold has been very calm last week. Don't be fooled. Let your lot size remain All right, thank you. Which settings are you using? I can't answer that. But if you are interested in the settings I'm using, like I said, if anybody wants them, just shoot me an email, and I'll make sure I put my email under both of these or actually under this one right here. So that way, if you guys want it, you can just message me, and you can get the trailing stop settings or the original settings that have been consistently producing some pretty hefty returns on a weekly basis. All right, I think that is everything I want to touch on. And like I said, if I am able to get Tintin's settings from him, I will look at starting that test. And hopefully, if you guys want to test it along with me, we can all, go on that little journey and see how it does. We just have to remember with this right here, it's going to be a lot more risk involved with these settings. So obviously, we have to accept that before we decide to run these. Obviously, when he took that loss right here, he decided to go ahead and do that, and it has proved fruitful, profitable, very profitable indeed here at present. So it's just something you have to be comfortable with here. Whatever your risk tolerance is, you should take note of that. All right, so if you guys have any questions whatsoever on the Promax EA, let me know, and I'll try to get those answered for you. And if you want to try it out for yourself, make sure you guys use the link below to help support the channel. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you on the next weekly update review. Take care, folks.